deep down inside, he wanted me. And you know what it's like when a boy likes a girl, they beat them up, or, you know, when you're kids, they pull the hair and stick the, well, whatever. I think that's what it was. I think that's what, that didn't sound right. Oh dear God, what time of day is it? Oh, I'm pathetic, I'm so bad. Anyway, yeah, I just think he didn't like her. Because he didn't do anything. He didn't do any pranks with, did he? Well, he didn't do it with General Hammond either.
Oh no, he did. He had like banter back and forth, but it kind of seemed like Janet was the only character he didn't want to mess with. It was like, you know, almost like, hey, I'm afraid of you.
You do realize that's exactly it. In the Air Force, I overrule whatever I say, even overrules General Hammond. Like, I had the final say. That's right. That's it. He didn't have a crush on me. He was scared. Oh, I like that. I'm so glad you brought that up. Yeah.
Well, my question was, did Chris ever play any practical jokes on you, or any good ones that you want to share with us that he got this cast?
I think I probably, for those of you who've seen me before, he did a really big one on me once. Did you hear the duct tape story? Oh my God. So you talked about how did you manage doing that role that was really hyper and stuff, and I'm saying, are you kidding me? It's easy. Literally, I was one of those people who would walk in at 5:45 for my call time, or 6 a.m. and I'd be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? So did you guys watch ER last night? Oh my God. Did I tell you what Bodie did? My husband, right? So I would just go on and on and on. And some people are not morning people. Despite the fact that he likes to golf, I guess he can get up at an early morning, you know, tea time, but he's not very talkative in the morning. So he was sitting there, and he was, I guess, in a really bad mood, and I can't remember what happened. But I'm like, blah, 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 in my chair over here, and he's like, you know, comatose in the chair over there. They're doing his stuff, and then he said something that was really kind of short or something. I went, oh, you know what? You're just being really snarky. That was a really snarky thing to say. You know what? That's it. Then I'm just not talking to you, okay? And I was like serious about it. Because you're like brothers and sisters, right? You fight. We have 12. So I said that to him. And then he started to try and talk to me. And I said, did you hear that? and everybody's like, did I hear what? I said, there's a sound in this trailer. I don't know what it is. Oh, never mind. And so he tried to talk to me again, and I go, see, there's that sound. It's back again. And I would go on, and this went on, and I literally was like, I thought, poo on you, I'm not going to talk to you. So I didn't talk to him all day, and every time he would try to talk to me, I would do the same thing. So they have the makeup trailers, and then on set, they have an area that they use for touch-ups, right? So you've still got all the lighted, you know, makeup mirrors, and we touch our makeup up, and on set we go. So you sit in your director chair. So Christopher was here, I was here, and again he tried to talk to me, and again it was like, that's it, man, I wouldn't talk to him. So as I'm sitting there, we had only a couple of minutes, like they were saying, okay, come on guys, we got a short 5 minutes, we gotta go, because we're on set. So I'm sitting there, Christopher leaves, and I don't care, and he comes back, and as I'm sitting there and I have my bottle of water, he came and he had duct tape, and he proceeded to duct tape me to the chair. And I'm not talking like, you know, a little tape here, a little tape there. You guys all know Christopher Judge. He like frickin' taped. It was in circles down my legs. He had the arm, and now I'm laughing because I can't believe this. I cannot believe he's doing this. They're starting to get freaked out because we're late for time. Nobody messes with Chris, so all the makeup artists are standing there. In the meantime, my makeup that I just had touched up is now streaming down my face because I'm laughing and crying. And then when he finishes, he goes, there, that's the last time you're going to ignore me. True story. I'm not exaggerating. That is a true story. They had to cut me out. Cut me out of the chair. So that was the one. Just a second. So the other time is I take my work very seriously. I'm an idiot. You know, when the cameras are not rolling, we all have fun and get silly, but when I'm working, I'm working. So it's supposed to represent, when I come from the infirmary, and if we've got a major thing going down and I'm going to hit the gate room, that there's some distance. So I would always like warm up. Like I don't want to just look like I'm just coming on, oh, do you have an alley? So I would, you know, warm up, and I'd be running before, and then I'd be like this, and as soon as I would hear action, then I would go, and I've already started. So this one time again, I'm standing there, and I hear, and action, that's for it to go. And I'm going like this. Christopher has my lap coat. I come on and they're wondering why is Doc Frazier like she's just, I was like this. That was the other thing that he would do stuff like that for me. Yes.
I'm back. If you don't mind, I have two questions.
Sure.
One for me and one on behalf of a friend. My question was, what dreams do you think Janet had for Cassie? Was my first question.
What
dreams did Janet have for Cassie as she grew up?
I think her dreams for Cassie were for her to feel that she was loved. I just wanted her to feel she was loved, provide her with an education, and surround her with people that would be there for her always. Because look at all the horrible things that went on for that poor kid. And of course, then what do? They kill her mom. Jeez. So yeah, and I'm also sad that they didn't do any like follow-through lines. There was no thread to tell what happened to the character. I mean, the assumption was, of course, that Sam and Jack looked after her, but yeah.
And my friend Sam said I shouldn't let you get away without telling your Heimdall story.
Oh my God. How many of you guys have not heard the Heimdall story? You're lying. You seriously have not heard it? You haven't? Oh man. All right. You. I need you up here. You are so cute. He has beautiful eyes. You have beautiful eyes. Oh, you're nervous, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Asa.
Asa? That's a beautiful name, Asa. How old are you, Asa?
25.
Oh, you're an adult, so you're okay. You're safe. Have you guys heard of the movie The Graduate? Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so come on over here, Asa, just stand over here for a second. So you're my assistant. So basically, you're going to end up being me, okay? And I'll be Rick. So, do you know who Heimdall is? Right, the Asgard. Okay, right. So when we decided, not Thor, because we had the puppet thing for Thor, right? So then when they brought little Jaime in, we called him Jaime, well Jack called him Jaime for short, they decided to try something where I was doing, it was all mocap, right? So that would have been fine, they do all the mocap stuff. But then they thought, well, we've got Teryl, why not just bring her in, so at least you can act off of somebody, right? So, okay, I'm going to do that. So they don't want the actors to look at me, right? They have to play to Heimdall. So they get the proper height and they cut out a Heimdall figure, and I'm in a black cat suit. And they put the Heimdall cutout on my black suit. Well, good old Heidi, his eyes were... So, it starts out where, if this isn't enough, then they decide, they're still getting sidetracked. There is an end to this story, I promise you. That they're getting sidetracked, so Rick decides I should have a black hood on so that we don't look at my eyes. I'm like, a black, really? So then they decide, well, we gotta make sure she can breathe, so they don't look at it. So I'm standing there with this flippin' doll on my body and a black hood on in this black suit. Well, Rick then decides he can't really see the eyes all that well. So they get two little lights. I'm not kidding you. So I've got these flippin' battery-operated red lights, one there and one there. So that's not enough. Then I get this. Rick would come and say, "Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hey, honey, how you doing, pal?" And they were doing all this kind of stuff, like a constant. And it was like typical guy humor all the time, all the time, all the time. Don Davis sees me for the first time. He looks and he goes, "Well, hell, hon, I get to you there for the first time and not get in trouble for it. Going on, and I'm telling you, it's nonstop until finally Rick does the ultimate, and he's like, I don't know what day this is. I'm like, come on, guys, get it out of your system, and they never did leave their system. They always said,